new engine stuff for 2022. I'm Oscar from Elmer Racing, and yeah, I'm here to go through some of the plans we have with you guys, and yeah, what our current stuff is and things like that. So of course, first up is our Hell engine. Design is really getting close to being finished now. We have a few sort of actual technical stuff still to lock down on it, but very close to being finished with that. Then we have some cosmetic stuff like front covers, valve covers, stuff like that. And yeah, then once we have the basic package done, we still have the intake manifold to do on that, and maybe we'll help sort of a first customer to size turbocharge and stuff like that. We're expecting to have the first engine on the dyno in maybe 3 months or so. There are of course lots of external stuff from us that will influence that also, but we'll see. I mean, current time frame looks about to be 3 months or so at least. But yeah, the initial targets we had for the engine, so RPM and power wise and maximum cylinder pressures look actually really good to what we were targeting. Really ambitious targets, but looks like we're going to be able to meet those. So that basically means we're going to be able to probably push the engine way past 4,000 horsepower for drag racing use. For street use, of course, there are longevity issues. You can't like do that hours and hours, but for some seconds and for drag racing use, that should be absolutely fine for that. And yeah, of course, lots of tuning stuff and things like that go into that, but yeah, cylinder pressure sensors should help quite a lot with sort of narrowing down the operating range and helping teams like really tune their things, and then when something explodes, they can go back and see, okay, this is why that happened, and yeah, we'll be able to avoid future issues and stuff like that. So really excited about that. So we're currently, of course, looking at sort of post-Hell area, like what's our next engine project going to be. And we do have multiple things that we're working on. I mean, well, basically all the time, really. So we have always talking to multiple supercar manufacturers. There are so many out in the world, and lots of those have crazy engine sort of things they want done and are looking into. So yeah, I can't really go into any kind of details, but some really crazy engines. If we actually go forward with one of those, then yeah, you guys are going to be amazed at what that engine would sound like and what sort of performance, and it would be completely unheard of to have any type of engine like that for street use at all. But really exciting stuff. Anyway, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's always sort of a little bit wishy-washy area, but yeah, always good to have sort of crazy dreams. And yeah, if there's a supercar manufacturer that sort of comes with us with crazy ideas, then we'll look at it. Okay, this could actually maybe be done. Like, yeah, we just need these and these things, but okay, what kind of restrictions do you have for that, like emissions wise, longevity wise? What kind of are there any material restrictions, stuff like that? And okay, this could probably be doable, and yeah, what kind of a time frame that would need to be done in. And yeah, always happy to look into those crazy projects and support other people with crazy ideas. The best stuff, of course. But yeah, motorsport stuff is of course our sort of home, something like that anyway, where all this stuff really started from. So always really interested in motorsport stuff also. We are currently in talks also with doing a absolute top level. So there are of course multiple different motorsport things going on in the world, with all kinds of different vehicles on different in the air, on the sea, on land, off-road, all kinds of different things. And yeah, we're now currently looking at doing a absolutely top level engine package for the category that's in question. Unfortunately, I can't tell you guys anything more about that either. But yeah, we'll have to see like what happens, like who pulls the trigger first, and what kind of sort of deal we can get going with that, and if we can get sort of enough. Of course, there's always a question about recruiting people and stuff like that. We have a really good CAD guy now that we have been driving in here now for about a year or so. I don't really remember started to like really sort of fully committing to that. So yeah, Mika, that was in the Lego Day build video that you guys maybe saw on our social media also. But yeah, really going forward with that strongly, and there's a question of how many other people can we recruit for that. So potentially interns for summer jobs, stuff like that, to get sort of the ball rolling and people sort of into this really top level engine design stuff and component design stuff and how to design things really efficiently, and so they're able to modify these and set everything up. And it's extremely complex. Like, designing an engine is basically, well, the designing an engine is almost the easy part. Like, figuring out how to design the parts efficiently that go into the engine is maybe like much harder than doing the actual engine design. Of course, that's maybe because we've been doing engine design stuff for tens of years, probably like 25 plus years, something like that now. So starting to get a hang of that slowly. But yeah, the CAD stuff is something you could always improve on so much. Well, I mean, you can do that engine technology wise also, but you kind of know where the trade-off area is. That with the CAD stuff, there's always a lot to develop with that. Then we are going to be doing composite stuff also. That is going to be new for us in 2022. So that is basically intake manifolds to start off with. We might be doing some engine components also. We'll have to see like what kind of crazy things we come up with, and also what kind of people we can recruit to doing all that stuff. But yeah, we're absolutely going to be needing at least one composite guy. What else were we looking at with the composite stuff? Oh yeah, design wise, of course. Also, I mean, if we can get people, because I'm currently way sort of overworked on doing all of fin stuff and things like that. So we need to get in like really people who really understand the fin stuff, like how things flex, how that influences load distributions, the differences between strength and stiffness, and like all these kinds of basic stuff that even a lot of people seem to have really a hard time grasping, which are like really basic things, really. But also something that we're trying to recruit. What else kind of stuff is there that we're looking into? Expanding, of course, also into new areas completely. So we are actively trying to set up sort of sister business now to do aviation engines also, and that would sort of leave the Elmer Racing company as it is currently, focus on racing engines and these type of sort of really high performance supercar engines and stuff like this. And then we'll have a separate company to do aviation engines, because that needs all kind of organizational approvals from EASA or potentially some other, depending on where that company will be located. But probably Southern Europe or Middle East maybe would be the headquarters for that, depending on a little bit. I mean, Mexico looks kind of interesting also, but yeah, lots of question marks with that. I think that is pretty much the sort of main things. And yeah, we just had a cooling fan go off here for a test system here we have running that does actually a cooling solution for sort of what do they call, like integrated silicon chip stuff, where you have extremely high energy density that you need to cool really efficiently. And yeah, we have a solution for that also. So lots of crazy stuff, but yeah, you don't really have time to sort of market and package everything and stuff like that. But exciting stuff. We're really looking forward to 2022. Hopefully politicians will sort of get their heads out of their asses, and we can finally sort of get rid of the restrictions and start having more expos again. PRI, for instance, last year apparently was absolutely fine, and SEMA, I think, also was running. So yeah, I mean, things are going to go forward, and the politicians of the countries that don't remove their restrictions, or at least significantly reduce them, on a good path, because there might be some political sort of slowness to removing restrictions. Then we'll have to see how that goes and how different countries end up competitive to each other. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's been a quick update for our 2022 stuff and some plans, ideas, future things, and see you guys in the next video.